down to it.
What's up?
This is pandemonium. This is fantastic. All right, so you guys know these four lovely individuals. We don't need to go into how long you've been blogging, all of that stuff. No. How do you maintain your channel full time when the money's not coming in, when the collaborations aren't coming in? How do you keep up with your channel?
So back in the day when I was from Alabama, I was working full-time at a job, and I think that's when the passion part of it really kicks in, where it's like, is this really your passion? Because, girl, you're going to have to work for it, and the money isn't going to be there, the free makeup isn't going to be there, the fans aren't going to be there. Do you want it? Are you going to do it? And I think that's the part whenever your passion has to kick in, and that drive, and, I would email brands, be like, hey, could you send me a lip liner? I'd love to review it. Or, I would buy e.l.f. makeup, and, you'd be surprised how many people want to know about a $1 powder or something like that, and just, you make it work.
Laura, I remember when PopSugar flew you out to LA when you're still living in Alabama to do a video for a big brand.
Yes.
How was that experience? Was that one of your first brand experiences?
That actually was one of my biggest first experiences, and I only had 10,000 subscribers on YouTube at the time, so you wouldn't believe how fast brands will want to work with you when they see you're passionate behind it. If they see that you're constantly uploading, you don't have to have 1 million subscribers. PopSugar flew me out and really wanted to film and work with me at only 10,000 subscribers, so.
What about the rest of you?
This is kind of... Sorry. It was hitting... My lashes are too long for this, so I'm sorry. Can you hear me? Okay, sorry. So it's quite different for me because I'm a student, and I have, you guys to juggle and then my schoolwork and stuff. So I do try to make myself as relatable as possible. I try to stay as much of a teenager as I can. Because I feel like if I adult too much, then that's when I start to lose my youth and all of my younger viewers. And I'm my youth. I'm not trying to get old. Shit. I'm fuck. I spend so much on moisturizers. It's crazy. I have a new moisturizer every day, and I'm just trying to be youthful or whatever.
What's the biggest misconception people have about your jobs?
Hi, guys. I would say the biggest misconception about our jobs is that it's really easy, and what we show is what we want to show. We don't show that we're sometimes editing till freaking 4 in the morning, and even when I'm so tired and I'm looking so raggedy and so gross at the grocery store, if someone comes up to me and someone's like, hey, can I take a photo? And I'm like, yeah, of course. I don't want to at that moment, but because I love you guys and I love my followers so much, I'm willing to do that. And I feel like that's a big misconception, that we're on all the time, but we're totally not on all the time. I'm not on all the time, but I am for everyone else, and I feel like that's kind of a misconception.
Yeah, I feel it's when you see us on these trips, and I think one in particular, most of us were on, whether it's Hawaii or Bora Bora. I don't know if you guys know, we went with Tart to Bora Bora. It's does my fat ass want to put on lashes and foundation, but y'all be double tapping them pictures? You know what I mean? So it's not as easy, but I think we're there to inspire a lifestyle, makeup, fashion, all things beauty. We're not just beauty bloggers at this point. We're friends. We're all friends, and we support each other. And I think that's what makes it easier. Is this bitch is my neighbor, so I need a lipstick, she got it. She need a lash, I got it. So.
Obviously, social media plays a huge part in your careers, but is there a pitfall that you've noticed now more than ever, or is it all good all the time?
A pitfall.
No one heard the question.
So what
There's a lot of vocab words in it.
Sorry, I'm we do YouTube, girl.
Sorry.
We do YouTube.
What do you dislike about social media right now?
Oh.
Just want the real fucking tea.
Well,
I'm trying to word it without getting in trouble, but
I can say something. I feel like on social media we all Facetune. If you say you don't Facetune, you're lying. But I feel like if I were to post a picture just raw creases in the smile lines, little clustered eyeshadow, if I don't Facetune it, literally all the comments are snowballing, just dragging me through the dirt, and it's just not fair. But then we're mad when it's Facetuned. So that's just something.
But how do we look though? Don't we look cute? She looks amazing. I think we look cute.
Do you guys think that male vloggers, for the three of you obviously, are pitted against each other at all? Is there any drama in that department?
Well, I mean, since the male vlogger community is so small, it's kind of inevitable for us to be compared to each other. But I mean, if you really look at the bigger picture, we're all so different from each other, and so we have different things to offer, and we're not all the same. And I don't think you should compare people.
I completely agree. I think that everyone, every male vlogger has their own thing going, and it's everyone has their own lane. For me, I like to keep my facial hair, and I like to kind of just teeter on that boyish glam. But Patrick loves to shave and do the full glam, and he likes to do other things. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. In a good way. In a good way. But but Jeffrey, he loves to TD on my friend Jeffrey. Obviously, and does be androgynous and do that whole thing too. So I think everyone has
your
their own
friend
thing.
Jeffrey, no one
Yeah,
knows
my
who
friend,
you're talking
I'm my homie.
about.
You know what I'm saying? And Bretman loves to do comedy, and so I feel everyone has their own lane, and so there shouldn't really be any comparing when I feel the whole point of our community is to kind of build each other up.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Laura,
how you
as
feel?
a female vlogger here, you just mentioned how we brought you on when you only had 10,000 subscribers. You grew really quickly compared to a lot of other female vloggers. What were you doing to try to set yourself apart?
I definitely think that my personality, which is kind of cliche to say, set me apart, but I get commented every single day that I'm weird and annoying, and yeah, I mean, I almost have 3 million subscribers, so it's how annoying am I? But you literally have to be your unforgiving self. I am the opposite of a perfectionist. I mess up all the time, and I make sure to keep those errors in my video. Manny, careful. And I try to be as relatable as possible, and I find that just being stupid, silly Laura messing up on YouTube is my edge. It's what I do, and I encourage anyone else who wants to start a channel, build up on your edge, what sets you apart, what makes you different. Don't ever try to build up upon what someone else is already doing, because we already have that person. Let's build up on what you are and what's special about you.
Yes. Preach.
How do you guys handle criticism? Bretman.
How do you? Because I need help. There's that 2
Do you go
p.m.
off?
girl. That's my depressed mode. 2 p.m.
Well,
That's
there's
when
a
I start
difference
thinking
between
about shit.
I feel there's a difference between criticism and haters or bullies online. So you have to differentiate that, and I think all of us as professionals up here, we're able to differentiate that. I, on my channel, as a social responsibility, when I started, there was bad words like homo, faggot, fat, ugly, and those hurt. But I think with us, if you know the back end of YouTube or Instagram, you're able to flag these words, because I don't want a 9-year-old coming up to me reading fat faggot. That just sounds horrible. And I think with all of us too, we flag hate, we flag all of that. So, but as far as criticism, we're open to it. We ask each other, hey, what should we do? Lighting or editing or business even. I think, again, making friends really helps us as far as criticism, and that we know we're not alone. Because I feel in the normal world, this is not a normal job. That we didn't go to school for this. Now there's classes on social business and social media, but I think we handle it with each other. To answer your question.
Well, I don't have anyone to handle it with back home.
You have my number.
So as I was saying,
Yeah, mine too.
I know, but I can't always just hit you up, And there's only so. No, I'm just saying I can't relate to adults. I really just can't hang out with adults. I'm sorry.
I can't relate to a 40-year-old.
No, adults they're still teen in my age, so
Right,
18.
yeah.
Anyways, as I was saying, with me, I just what do? I don't do that filter stuff, because I like to look at the number of my comments, and I'm whoa, that's a lot, I just don't read it, honestly. And if Yeah, I only ever get hurt when they comment like about like my family stuff, like never about my sexuality, because if they point out that I'm gay, it's not like you're teasing me, it's like a fact. It's not an opinion, it's a fact. Like, why are you acting like it's an opinion? So it's like,
All right, guys.
people are just annoying, I guess.
I want to turn the conversation a little bit to talk about the perks of the job, because there are many. Can you all talk to me about a pinch me moment that you had? You're like, wow, I can't believe I'm doing this, or I'm meeting this person.
Bitch, when I got the first PR package from Anastasia,
Yes,
Girl.
that is so true.
I was like, I made it.
It's true.
That's
So
when
I was
you
like,
made
where's
it.
my blue mark? Like,
Yeah.
and I was only like 10K. I was like, I made
Some of
it.
us had to wait a little longer.
I always like tell this story, like with me and Patrick when we were in San Francisco when we met REA. That was like one of my pinch me moments. When this young boy, we had the meet and greet, and it was about 2 hours long, and it was winding down, and we were like really, really tired, and there was one person left, and we're like, okay, cool, let's do it. We only have one person left, and it was this little boy, and he was 12, 13? I think 13.
12, yeah.
12 actually, and he was full beat, like this little boy, full beat makeup, and I was like dying, because he was like beat more than me, and I was like, what the heck? So then he came in, and it was his dad that took him, and his dad was like full like macho, super macho guy, and he like was wearing a cowboy hat and cowboy boots, and very just so masculine and like just really intense, just like a very intense guy. And he like took off his hat when he met me and Patrick, and he was like, hey, I just want to thank you guys so much for inspiring like my little son. And I was bawling so hard, I could not even tell you. There's like the vlog somewhere of me like crying. I'm like, like it was not even cute. Like I was like, you know, like cute crying where you're like a tear and you're like you're still cute. This was like, like I was so not cute, but that like really like was a big turning point for me, because I was like, wow, like what me, Patrick, and other beauty bloggers are doing, it's like really help opening doors for not only younger generations but older generations as well. And it really like that shook me so hard. I couldn't believe it, really.
Laura, do you have a moment? Laura, do you have a moment?
I would just say my meet and greets in general. You know, I did gym beauty since I started, and it would be really tiny meet and greets and also special to me. And then, you know, I started to grow really fast, and just seeing like how many people would wait to meet me is just an all for me. And yeah, it's just a big eye opener and shock opener whenever you get to put, you know, those comments to a face. It's just a really special moment.
I think mine's a very early memory. I applied at Mac and I didn't get it, and then someone asked me to work there. So fast forward. So I think I went into work, and they asked me to do a makeup as far as a theme day, and then they were like, you should do Jeffree Star makeup. And then I was like, oh my gosh, cool. Who's that? And I did the makeup, and they were like, you gotta take it off. And I was like, what? And I think wiping it off, I was like, you know, this is crazy, and MAC stands for this and that. But it was in Florida, so I guess they were more conservative. And I think I cried wiping it off, and I was like, I'm gonna set the trend one day. And then I think meeting him at IMAX was, and then to now, like him being a sponsor here and being a friend, and I'm showing that there's a lot of people in here, and that there's a following, and that this is a job, it is a profession. And I think, again, it comes to like sticking together. I think that was really eye-opening for me. And then, you know, we've all been in campaigns, and we have stuff coming up. So I think just that, and on top of that, meeting you guys and meeting other peers is like a pinch me moment. So.
Wait, can I change my answer? I feel like mine was so plain.
Go for it, Bretman.
Go ahead.
Okay, so let me tell you an experience. So I was swimming once in the beach. Like I said, I live in Hawaii. And this girl, she literally swam in the ocean with her phone. She didn't even have a protective case or anything. She swam with her phone like that, and we took a picture in the middle of the ocean. And I was like, wow.
That's so romantic. Wow.
So that was me when I realized.
I love it.
That was amazing. All right, let's talk about makeup and products. What should be in everybody's beauty vlogger starter kit. If you could go back in time and you could have everything that you needed, that you didn't even know you need, what would you include in it?
I would say a good ass brow pencil. I was playing with a lot of brow products before I got it down, and I found that product that really works for me. So I would say a good Holy Grail brow pencil.
I would say like a beauty blender probably. Like a beauty sponge. You can like just use it for so many different things, and that's probably what I would say. Someone like everyone should just have like I have a beauty blender in my bag like always. Just in case.
I would have like a powder puff. You guys know I love to bake. I feel like everyone needs a powder puff. I have 2 in my bag in case y'all look greasy. Just let me know after. I love a good powder puff. I love a good powder puff. So catch me outside.
All right, and then what's one thing you learned early on about applying makeup on camera? Manny, your face right now.
Honestly, the first thought was like that shit's HD. That's like honestly my first thought was like shit, that's HD.
Yeah.
So it's like definitely when doing like camera stuff, I was definitely using like HD powder. Really helps when you're first starting out, like to help smooth out everything. Because when that's in 4K, it gives you bumps you don't even have.
Girl.
It's so rude.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
So rude.
Yes.
I'm like, I don't have wrinkles there, but it gives it to me.
Yeah.
Anything else, guys? Because I think you probably have questions, right? Yes. Okay, we're gonna turn it over to Q&A right now.
My name is Mariel. My question is for Manny. From your entire collab, like, what was your favorite part about collabing with Jeffrey?
My favorite part about collabing with Jeffrey is the fact that he's my best friend, and he's... Okay, guys, the thing is about Jeffrey, people, like, have this weird preconceived notion of him, like, oh, he's, like, this crazy, outlandish character, and he's, like, so mean, da-da-da. He's been one of the most helpful people I've ever had in my industry, in the industry that I'm in, because it's very competitive. He's the one that's been the most, like, take it, you can have it, it's fine. Like, I want to help you, and I want you to grow. And I think that when you collaborate with someone like that, it's like the most just truest actual collaboration. Like I felt like the whole time that we were doing this together, and it wasn't like me doing something and the Brown just like, great, it's mine, and it's like their thing. But like I felt like we collabed, and it was wonderful, and we just vibed so well together. And I really couldn't have asked for a better collaborator in like my whole fucking life, really.
Awesome. Hi, my name's Caroline. So I was just wondering, Manny talked about in his last video how all his friends make fun of his giggle in the video, and I was wondering if I could hear you guys do your best Manny giggle.
I'll do it.
Sounds good.
How does it go?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel.
I didn't do it like that. Patrick, do it. I want to see it.
Hi guys, it's Manny. If you don't like it, don't fucking watch it.
That's me. Yeah.
Thank you, I love you guys.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Miko, and can I just say all of you guys look so beautiful today. What is one thing you wish you could have said to your younger self?
Girl, keep going and don't slow down.
Oh, Jesus.
Going.
I would tell my younger self, like, don't try to date a girl, because I did.
Tell us.
I would just tell my little self, like, you're gay, you know you're gay, like, just don't, don't.
Force it.
And I was, yeah, because I feel like I wasted my time. Like, I could have done
Would
something.
you like to tell her hello in the camera right there?
Hi, my name's Dina, and I just want to say, Bretman Rock, I love you so
Thanks,
much.
Mom.
I live for everything that
Thank
you are.
you.
Honey. And I just want to hear you say, what?
All right, guys, thank you so much for coming to the panel today.
Thank you.
I just want you guys to know that these four, I had a whole list of questions that I wanted to get through to ask them, and Manny was like, just go to the Q&A. Like, we want this to be about them. And so they love you guys just as much as you love them. And I hope that you guys continue to watch their channels. I'm so inspired by you guys every single day. Thanks for being here. Thank you to all the sponsors today, and enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you.